He's on his way for sure. Snuck up on the wallow. That's cool. Welcome back to another episode. We packed my bull out the last night on the 3rd. Today's the 4th. And then Caden's brother Colton, we didn't get it on film, but shot a bull. Super cool situation. He was like in a lake, splashing around, shot the bull, wound up finding him this morning. And Colton and Caden actually packed that bull out. So they helped me pack my bull out and Colton's back to back. So a little tired. So we're gonna try to take it a little easy. We're in a new spot. We got a storm coming, a terrible wind. So we're gonna try to get Caden's
first bull elk ever.
Yep.
I've been sitting behind the camera the last few days. Ryan got tagged out, brother got tagged out. I'm finally up, so now I get to be a little picky.
Yeah, he's in a good situation right now.
Yeah.
I would love to be this guy right now. I'm not gonna complain, but he's kind of gonna have the pick of the litter at this point. Let's go down that pond and then go up. We're heading for that wallow right there. There should be elk all in this stuff. There's signs and tracks everywhere.
Yeah, we just got up here. We're up here on the top of this big hill up here. We just got settled in. Just gonna kind of hang out here for a little bit.
Got a bull bed right here. Sometimes you go into areas and there's no elk. It's hard to not get down on yourself, but I've said this before. You're marking off areas that elk aren't, but literally they could just be one drainage over and you could just be right on the edge of where all the elk are, because sometimes one drainage will have all the elk. Day 2 of Caden's hunt with us. We've got a couple bulls, maybe 1 or 2 down here bugling with a bunch of cows, but that's he's down there in the bottom. He may come up here though. This is how they usually come up on the spine and then they come up. We're pretty familiar with this spot. We call it Kyle's Meadow because Kyle missed a really good bull here a couple years ago. But it just leads back into a big bowl back here. There's a big group of aspens that I think a lot of the elk hold up into, but it is definitely quiet right now, so going through this crap is like not ideal. So trying to get an eye on where they're heading to kind of maybe bet them for this afternoon.
I see 2 more cat or
The one right between the 2.
we found the elk. We've got 1 bull down here. There's a bull bugling. We think he's gonna push down in here too, but in the morning times it's really hard because as soon as the sun hits, our thermals are gonna push right up to them. And if they work down too, they're gonna see us when the wide open. So we're gonna bed them down and see where they're hanging out at and come in here and try to get a really good plan this evening to make a kill.
We're just gonna go get in position and see if they work their way our way. Betty right there.
Alright, we took a little break. It got the bow sighted back in. It fell a little off. It was vibrating around in the side by side, but we're back in the same spot here we were this morning and trying to locate that bull. with the dark antlers. That's the one that we wanted to go after. So we're in here. It just got done raining a little bit. Wind is in our face right now. Hoping it doesn't swirl around, but next we're just trying to get eyes on him, and then we'll go from there.
We call this Kyle's Meadow. Kyle missed a really big bull here. We call it Squiggly. We have gotten into some sick talk of elk in this meadow. They're literally, those elk we left this morning are just above it. So our plan is to get somewheres on, depending on which way our wind and thermals are doing. Wait for them to come down. They like to come through this meadow. Two evenings from our glassing point, we watched piles of elk come down in these fields. So it's just gonna be a waiting game at this point. We'll just find somewhere to sit down and wait for them to start coming down.
Bugle's coming from right up there.
Yeah. If we could get right there.
Yeah, it's at some point. It's right there.
I mean, it's literally like a perfect little ambush spot. It's a big bull, dude. I don't think that's that 6 point. He didn't have mud on him. He had a huge ring. That could be a thing. No. He's wider.
He's way wider.
We've kind of lost eyes on the big bull. I think there may be a couple raghorns with him too. Well, we waited it out as long as we could. Another storm rolled through, and he never really popped back out. He just kind of stayed up on that hillside. And when they're not bugling pretty repetitively, like there's just no sense in chasing after them, because the oak brush, you'll wind up spooking elk. Now, if he was bugling his beak off every 15, 30 seconds, we could get in. I would have pressed the issue, but there's just no need to. There's so many elk in this little canyon. I think he'll probably be back in here in the morning, so we're going to zip out. Caden's little brother has his first NFL game debut with the Chiefs in Brazil tonight, so we're going to try to get back at camp and watch that game. Alright, we just got back pretty close to where we were at yesterday evening. It was tough getting up this morning. That rain last night kind of sucked it out of us. We were wore out. I was just telling the guys though, I hate getting up early in the morning, but once you finally get to where you know you want to be, it's so satisfying. It's a good feeling that you did it. But we haven't heard a bugle yet. But we know they're in here.
I think it's the same one. He's on the left side.
Those are probably going to push down here, Caden. I guess. It's going to take us a minute to get up there.
Beautiful. Oh, we saw that big bull just to the right. I'm walking in this deep drainage over here trying to get to our spot. And there's a cow elk about 115 yards from us. Kind of stopped right in our tracks waiting for her to pass so we don't get busted out.
We think it's a small bull. Caden's not interested in shooting, so the majority of the elk we're trying to get on are further up the drainage, so we're just going to try to stay low and hopefully don't spook them. It's the first time I've ever tried to crawl past elk to get to more elk.
I called it at 5:30. They start bugling. We've got 3 or 4 bugles now. I'll wait for them to come down a little bit, get a little louder, then want to push it. Got to be a little bit more aggressive this evening. We just heard a bugle and it sounds on the lower half of the mountain, which is really good.
He's on his way for sure.
We made it up here. We're pushing up in here a little bit more aggressive. We're just kind of waiting on him to bugle again. He's coming in closer. We just don't want to get caught moving up and him come out, and then we're stuck out in the wide open. It'd be a bad idea. Yeah, it's getting real. Let me just say that. Oh man, we ran out of light. And I don't know what happened, but just started. Let's run up here and see if we can see him real quick.
This interview is brought to you by a full moon. It was casting a shadow earlier when we got out of the quad. It's so bright. I wonder if that has something to do with why they're like going up so soon. I don't know. Leave a comment if you've experienced anything weird with a full moon in elk hunting. But we got rained out last night. Hard. Soaked from head to toe. We're gonna give that place a rest, so we're on a new spot. Me and Kyle and Riley came here a couple days ago, and there was some elk in here, so we're gonna just check on it and see. Kyle gets back today, so he'll be behind his bow hopefully tonight.
I think they were fighting. They wasn't raking.
Bulls are chickens, dude. If you ever do that in Wyoming, you get ran over. I'm ashamed of myself. I had to apologize because I've been here. This innocent little guy, he's never done this before. He didn't know better. I told him it's like sin. You stay up top and you start chasing elk and they take you way further than what you want to go.
I think we're 1.5 miles from the buggy now.
Yeah, downhill, straight downhill. And I should have known better. But you would think thermal's coming down, elk would want to go up. But no. They were running so fast. I mean, we were sprinting at one point, like all out sprint, and still couldn't catch them. So tomorrow, we'll get below them and meet them coming down. But mark my words, they'll go opposite direction. It's just the laws of elk hunting.
I'm tagged out. I'm just ready to go home. That's the problem here, is everyone's tagged out around me, so no one's taking it serious anymore. I'm the only guy that wants to kill something anymore. Or, no. And it's my first time and I need help, but they're lazy and don't want to help. The best they can do. No one here's lazy. We've got 2 guys, one you're looking at and one behind the camera with meat.
Yeah.
No diddy.
So we're kind of relatively in the same spot we were this morning. We were a little more south, though. We started up north and all those elk were working south down the hill. And we decided to start from the bottom up this time. We know they're in these woods in here somewhere, just trying to get a little spot, wait for them to bugle, then we'll push and make them play. But found a nice little wallow in here. And they might come right out to it, and we'll wait to say we just hang out here and then start going after bugles once we hear them.
There's gotta be a bull somewhere.
Unbelievable.
Well, I mean, it really did work out good if there had just been
If there was a bull, it had been party on. We'd have been back at the cabin or the tent at 7:30 at night. I can't believe it just happened. Alright, we just heard a bugle probably 250 yards away down the hill from us. We're about to get set up and prepare for him to come in right to this wallow.
Did you see the other one? The other one was branched. Step out. He's wallowing. He's in the middle. Step out and see the other one. If you're gonna shoot, better pull back. Did it look good?
Yeah, it looked good. Didn't go all the way in though.
Yeah, I seen that. That may be him crashing. Snuck up on the wallow.
That's cool. Dude, we called it earlier. We're like, this is too perfect to be true. Dude, look how perfect this is. This is right here. Dude, 66 yards.
Was he?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounded like a good hit, but when I was just looking at him in the screen.
Let's pop out here and clip the dude. Oh my God.
He snuck up on that Jefferson. Let's go.
I sat here and watched it through my binoculars. I saw him kind of spook and turn back, and I saw it. It looked like a good shot. It just didn't get a ton of penetration, but when he turned, he went that way, and I saw blood flying out. I saw a lot of blood fly out, but I stood up and was pointing this way because I heard crashing over here. Like, not right here, but like in this direction.
Yeah, we thought he maybe went and turned that way. Oh yeah, right here. Oh, right there. Is that him?
Dude.
No way. Boom.
There is nothing
That
wrong
is so
with that, dude.
sick. Let's go, dude.
Dude, and getting to sneak up on him in a wallow like that, dude, that was
1,
what's
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4 by 5, dude. Sweet, dude. And look, he's broke off too.
Yeah, I broke off a little bit. Yeah, I got it. 66 yards. It was an insane, like, he was rolling around in the mud and stuff like that, and shot him at 66 yards. There was 2 bulls that came in.
Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, he's a 4x5. 66 yards is what I shot him at. We love it when a plan comes together. I had some doubts there at the beginning, but sure enough, everything fell together. God made this happen. Let's go. Glad I saved it for you. I had to make sure you got back.
Dude, I'm the good luck charm is all that it is.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing. That's so awesome. 65 yards.
Yeah, it was kind of a lob.
Dude, that's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Well,
On the board, finally.